What is one piece of career advice you wish you were told when you started out?
And there's so many. But probably the one would be is to be comfortable underwater. I try to ensure that I'm underwater for a period of time every day. I think it makes me a better person, a better leader, and a better team together. So you probably might be asking yourself, well, what does that mean? Especially at the start of your career, I feel you're not going to know everything. How to work, how to prioritize, how to do your role. And I think that's fantastic because your learning pathway is so clear and it's so fast. And that changes as you get older. You've got to make sure that you keep learning and keep improving yourself. But in those early days, absorb everything. And that way you'll be exposed to things that you knew you could do and you can do well, i.e. your strengths, and the things that just aren't your bag because you might not be good at them, you might not like them, or they're just not for you, i.e. your weaknesses. People who love their jobs are in roles that are heavily weighted towards their strengths. You're more engaged if you're doing what you love, and quite often that's what you're good at. So be comfortable underwater learning new things, because even if it means you found another thing to add to your list of, I don't like, that's a win, right? You underwater will also build those characteristics that you need just generally in life. Seeing how you are when you're under pressure, when you're in stressful times or times of intensity. And guess what? It's also a really great opportunity to see who steps in and helps and supports you, and also who taps out and turns their back. A good team, a good manager, and generally a good human will step in. They'll surround yourself, or actually hire where you can with these kinds of people. So be comfortable underwater. You shouldn't be the smartest person in the room. And if you are, change rooms. And the team around you should support your strengths and complement your weaknesses. And that's a really powerful team.
What was a pivotal moment in your journey that had a significant impact?
Yeah, it's a really good question, and it's something I do think about quite frequently. This was about 10 years ago. I was coming out of a role that had been quite toxic, very abusive, and very damaging to my well-being and self-confidence. I started with a brilliant company called Cochlear and had the most amazing boss. So not sure if you're listening, but a big call out to Mario if you're listening. He taught me what it was like to have a manager who understood what I needed to motivate me, to support me, and set us up for success within the company. So he set strong goals, he was structured, he scheduled focus time and dedicated time for us. This is where I truly learnt the power of individualized management and individualized culture. So you can imagine everyone has different reasons for showing up to work. He found mine, built them, and helped me thrive. So through his style, he rebuilt me, I feel, from the ground up, and he encouraged my heart as well as my head. And in the workplace, what he received in return was someone who was loyal. I trusted him. He motivated me to achieve. He motivated me to collaborate, essentially throw the kitchen sink at anything he needed done. So I guess my recommendation or my advice here is that as a leader, regardless of whether you have direct reports or not, if you want to build good culture and have people really, really show up to work, you have to understand what motivates them. Build on that. It will be individual. Everybody is different and they're at work for different reasons. Encourage their heart, knowing what will motivate them, and give them space to flourish. If you are truly people-focused, you will absolutely see the results in your team, in your culture, and your output.
As a leader, what key attributes are you looking for when you're hiring for your roles?
Yeah, this is an interesting one because it might not actually be what you think. So first and foremost, I look for the stuff that you can't teach. Are they respectful? Are they honest? Are they trustworthy? Do they act with integrity? Do they have passions outside of work? Do they know themselves? And how can we, and me as a manager, contribute to supporting this person to be the best person they can be? So it's coming back to that individualized management and individualized culture. Because if we are about to go through an intense period of work, rapid growth or change, or even getting ready to celebrate some amazing milestone, we want to make sure that that person's default is capable to galvanize the team and remain to act with integrity and be people first and team first. Personally, I have a no dickhead policy and it's non-negotiable. Secondarily, it's about how their personality will fit within the team. So if you want to build a highly engaged, a high-performing team, you have to ensure that each hire you make is going to build upon that culture and not destroy it. Lastly, is how I see they tick those boxes on the responsibility of the role. I've had people that tick all the responsibility boxes perfectly, but maybe my gut instinct doesn't trust them, or I feel that they will get others in the team offside, and I've actually turned them down. So yeah, actually filling the responsibilities of the role is the last thing that I look at.